Hey, what's up? Rhyming. So I'm doing my daily, well, not daily. I'm going over there. I gotta drop off some laundry like stuff. I gotta pick up a suit, and then I'm going to my first meeting. But I'll be back. Alright, so now we're finished. Some trivia. Remember the last video I did about whatever the hell I was talking about? And this was a building, and now it's just an empty space. Yeah. Alright, so I don't know. So yeah, I finished school. So now you have to address me as, well, it doesn't change, does it? But I got a master's, so Rhyming Gaijin with his master's doesn't really sound so cool. But if I got my PhD, then it'd be Dr. Rhyming. But you know what I found out, right? Dr. Seuss, I read his autobiography. His name's Ted. Seuss is his middle name. But the reason he put Dr. Seuss is because he went to Oxford and he didn't like school so much, so he quit. And then he decided to put doctor in front of Seuss to kind of, I don't know, to be a joke, or just he thought he deserved doctorates or whatever. So for a while, he was not a doctor. Just, you know, like Dr. Dre, Dr. Scholl's, Dr. Pepper, like that. And then, after he started selling like lots of books, and people started recognizing, or his school recognized, well, some more trivia about him. So when he was in school, you know, they're just kind of like, you know, you're a slacker, you're never gonna be nothing, because he's been drawing those weird Seuss-like characters for the longest, you know. And they're like, you know, you can't do that because you got to be proper, become a teacher. But he was like, nah, man, ain't gonna do it, ain't gonna do it. So he quit, and then he went about going to New York and trying to do what he had to do. So after it was all said and done, now he's like known in the world. His school gave him an honorary doctorate, and so now he's technically Dr. Seuss. Just thought I'd throw it out there because I just read it, and I want to share all this shit that I read about this book. But it's weird for me, because although I know who he is, I know nothing about him. Technically, I don't even like him. After I read the book, like, he's an ass. But, you know, it is what it is, and yeah. So, as I said before, I'm going to pick up a suit, but I gotta pick up a white shirt. I had a white shirt, but it disappeared. Did that ever happen to y'all? Or a white button up. And then I gotta pick up my suit because they were hemming up the bottom. And then I'll be back home. So I'll edit this video and I'll put it up on the web. Like that. Let me show you around my hood. So I usually walk this way. I eat at this place maybe once a week or once every other week. And I went to this barber once to get my hair shaved. I thought it would be like really classy. But it takes so long, I could shave myself. It's not, I mean, she was nice and kind and all that, but it was like $30. I could do this shit with a razor. This is the McDonald's I usually go to. And my suit's not so blue. I got a maybe navy blue looking suit. But yeah, I was in this store and there was like this woman, and she was all like, "Can I help you?" And I'm like, leave me be. But then I did need her help, so I was like, excuse me, what help do you need? It was so weird. She was so extra. And yeah. But I did end up buying something. I bought a blazer. My blue blazer. Alright, we're gonna cut through some of these things. So we're gonna do some fast forwarding, but I gotta return some videos to the video store. Sataya. I rented Finding Nemo and Repo Man, the recent one. Well, it's not so recent. It's a great movie, but I didn't even watch it. But I already watched it. But you know, sometimes you just want to watch something that you watched just to reminisce about the old reminiscing. But actually, it was more of I was watching another movie with what's his name? You know, the guy, the black guy, and his eyes kind of like this, and he's always like. But he's a good guy. He usually plays a good character. So I watched the movie. The movie was Experiment, The Experiment. And he was super creepy and super mean, and he pissed on a guy. That's what he did. You gotta watch it. Well, you don't gotta, but yeah. Alright, so this is the movie store. Downstairs, the bookstore. And then we're gonna go upstairs. And I'm gonna drop it in the box. So I'm gonna run through here real quick. Back here's the bad section. That's another video. Alright, peace, Ryan. Okay, next on our journey, gotta go to the post office. Get some yens. I don't think it's plural though. 10 yen, 20 yen, 1 yen. But anyway, yens. I don't know, I'm pretty sure you know this already. I ain't telling you nothing that, I'm not telling you anything that you haven't heard. But, you know, if you got an ATM, it's better to go to the place where the card was issued so you don't get no surcharges. Because they add up, man. If you had 1,000 years of using ATMs at different places, that'd be like $1 billion. Just imagine what you could do with $1 billion. You could like buy like 1 billion hamburgers or something. But then you'd be like really interesting. Okay, what else? What else? Anything else? Oh yeah. I started doing photography or taking pictures. I mean, it's not really far off from me walking around with a video. And usually when I'm walking, I might, like if I'm walking and listening to an audio tape, I usually stop it to take a picture of something. And every now and then I post it on Instagram. But now being do the photography thing, you gotta set up your ISO and the other shit, and then take your picture. So I got a camera in November, and I took about 70,000 pictures, and just now I'm starting to post what I've been taking. Well, I haven't really dug into those pictures yet. Like I went to Okinawa, got pictures of that. I went home for Christmas, got pictures of that, and then a whole bunch of other shit. But if you go to my Facebook, you can see some cherry blossoms that I took and some events I've been to. All right, here's the post office. Here's some umbrellas. Here's Ryman. Here's a girl that is doing her thing.
Please select your desired transaction. Please insert your...
Alright, we'll be back. Okay, now we got money in hand. Clothes have been delivered. The next stop is Uniqlo. I gotta get me a white shirt. As I said, I had a white shirt, but I don't know what happened to my white shirt. Because I think a white shirt with a new suit will look sharp. Now I got other colors. I got pink, purple, brown. I don't got no green shirts. My birthday's coming up, so if anybody want to send me a green, but not any old green, some maybe earth green. Yeah. Nah, but anyway, I wear suits. But basically, you know, when you go to a new school, you got to be all up in your suit. And then by April, May, June, all the Japanese teachers start dressing like their function. So the gym teachers are always in their sweatsuit, track runner shit. And the art teacher is in her smock, whatever the hell you call that. The math teacher is always walking around with a triangle, stab somebody. And then eventually the principals start dressing in their super relaxed. At one school I was at, they were wearing shorts. So around that moment, you could start wearing more casual stuff. But I like to wear the suit just because, you know, I bought it, I'm gonna wear it. Alright, so we're going to Uniqlo. I like Uniqlo. It's affordable, and for the bigger size people, they got your size, you know, got everyone. They last okay. The only issue with Uniqlo is everyone be shopping there. Not everyone, but it's possible you'll run into somebody who got the same shirt as you. And I'm not a big fan of having people have the same shirt as me. But it is what it is, right? So you gotta differentiate with the tie. That's where I bought my suit, but I'm gonna get the shirt first and then go that way. Or maybe I should get the suit first. Makes sense. We'll go this way. Go this way, then go that way. I'm trying to make it more, maximize the thing. And I got this bag, that way I could put it in. I didn't even think of all that. So yeah, I did pretty good. So this is where I usually get all my suits from. And then there's one called PSFA, and there's another one called the Suit Factory. I use this one because it just happened to be in my vicinity. Here's some white shirts. Yeah. I got my white shirt here. What do you think? Can't hear you. If I get a white shirt here, then I don't have to go there, and that will save me time. Okay. But not all white shirts are the same. Some white shirts are weird. And I'm not a big fan of pockets on the thing, but I forgot. I mean, at Uniqlo there's small, medium, large, and SL, but here they do it by numbers. Alright, I'm just gonna ask. See, this one got a size small, and I like this shirt, but I came, when I be shopping, you know, I come for one thing and I leave with something else. I'm focused on a white shirt, so let me stay focused here. Alright, I'm just gonna ask them. That's their job, right? Maybe I get a nice shirt. Okay, now we got a suit, and we end up buying a white shirt there. That saves me 14.3 seconds in my trip. All right, next we gotta go home, and my meeting's at 3, so we still got time. I'm kind of hungry. Maybe I'll get something to eat. I'm not sure yet. Yeah. You know what I should do? I want to make a custom suit. Like they say, the best suits are the ones they tailor to your body, look sharp and all that. So I usually get off the rack because I don't know, it's less hassle. You know, try it on, it fits, you do what you gotta do. Yeah, my next suit is gonna be tailored. Alright, we're gonna fast forward through all this. Alright, you don't want to see all this. It's kind of boring. Alright, so I'm gonna go home, try it on, show you how it looks and all that. Be done with it. Alright, peace, rhyming. Alright, what's up? I'm back at the house. I mean, some time has passed. Makes sense. You know, I had some spaghetti from 7-Eleven. If you have a chance to get some 7-Eleven, some 7-Eleven spaghetti. Alright, so I'm gonna get ready so I can go to my meeting. And let me get more comfortable. So one moment. Yeah, as far as the videos, let me talk about that. For the most part, I don't do much. You know, I'm doing exactly what I've been doing. You know, I go places and yeah. So I'm gonna do this. All right. We're gonna make 3 kinds of videos. The first video will be kind of I'm going somewhere video, doing something specific, something, you know, like something, you know, going somewhere. So next week, I think I'm going to Chichibu. You ever see the pictures of Japan? It's in Japan, and there's this big flower field. They're all pink flowers with yellow and white or some shit. It's really colorful. I don't Google it. Chichibu. Spell it how it sounds. And then you can see these pictures. They usually come up first. So I'm going there. So I'll take you guys and, you know, show some pictures and, you know, whatever. So that's one kind of video going. The second kind of video will be business. Now, I know you people don't care about business. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. And this is something that I believe in because I just did 2 years of it. So business. And then whatever. And then it'll probably branch off into like some other shit, but business minded. And the third kind, which is probably the most exciting or most interesting for those who remember the old videos from back in the day. These are well, right now I don't know the title, but you know the expression, a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? So I got pictures from the day I came to Japan. Like there's a picture of me when I was working at a shrine. Yeah, I was working at a shrine, man. And, you know, I took some pictures. That was like 8 years ago. I don't think I talked so much about it because who the hell cares about that? But, you know, in the absence of me going places, because I don't go so many, I go to work, I come home, I go to work, go home, I stand in my house, I read some books. Not so exciting. And business, you probably don't want to hear about it because the problem with the business is it's counter to what you think, counter to what you believe, you know, and it usually makes people so depressed and so, but you know, you just gotta believe and shit like that. And I don't want to crush anybody's dreams or hopes or spirits because anything is possible, but you know, if the stock crashes to tomorrow and you got stocks invested in NASDAQ or what have you, you're going to lose your money. It's not going to be, well, I hope that my one particular stock has not been affected. It doesn't work that way. That's life. Anyway, so I'm not going to, you know, it's my hope that I could bring you over to the realm of one side. You know, anyways, but the third one I'm talking about, the picture's worth 1,000 words, is where I'll show a picture and I'll just tell my my story about it. So I'm a great storyteller if I do. So think myself. If I do think so myself, yeah. So I got like I got thousands of pictures, kind of snapshots where, you know, it happened. And, you know, every picture has a kind of memory attached to it. And I think that would be interesting for you guys. Because another thing that I noticed, and maybe, well, I noticed this, I really don't feel about talking about the things I used to talk about because they already happened. And I already made a video about it. And I just don't feel like rehashing the same shit over and over and over again. Plus, you know, every day or every year, every minute, there's new foreigners coming to Japan and they're reliving the same stories as people who've been here and telling it the same exact way. I was talking to someone the other day and they're like, yeah, you know, I'm from da-da-da-da. I was like, damn, I did this already. But for this person, it's the first time they're doing it. And for the people that they will connect with, it'll be the first time that they even heard the whatever. So that's like, you know, well, that's a whole lot of stuff, right? But the third one, the picture's worth 1,000 words. You know, it could always be new and exciting, and I could like make them because, yeah. So those should be nice, and I'll start putting them up next week or so. As far as how often I'll update, I'll at least try to make a video once a week, at least by Friday, because Fridays are so much fun. And maybe I might put like business videos every other, and where I'm going, just whenever I go somewhere, I'll make a video about that. Alright, so yeah, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed this little trip that I took around Alright, so I gotta get ready to go do my meeting. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and I'm out. Peace, rhyming. Cheers.